Hello everyone, Silly Chicken here, and welcome to my new series, my Minecraft Survival Guide. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to set up a world as if you've never played before, and give you my best tips to give you the best start ever in Minecraft. Alright, so here we're at our main screen, and we are playing the latest version, which means I don't have replay mod. I don't think it's out yet for it, but I want to show all the latest stuff, and when it does come out, I will show you some other mods that I really like Essentials and other mods that we can use, and Gamma and stuff like that. But for now, let's just say I want to show you from the very beginning, if you have never played it before, for Java, what you would be looking at. And so here we have single and multiplayer, and I'm having to do this again because my mic wasn't working. So you will see a world I haven't erased yet, and I'm going to tell you the seed of it, and we're going to start all over again. Because I did like the seed of the game, and so that will be, I will either put that on the screen and or down below. But basically, here's what you're going to see. I'm going to go single player, and this was our world here. But I'm going to make a new world, create new world. And what I want to show you when you're making a new world, I want to talk to you about what kind of world you want to play. Now, one of the things I regretted when I started is I didn't start it on not hardcore mode, but just on hard, okay? The difficulty. Now you can have survival game mode, hardcore, but if you die, it's over. You can only spectate unless you cheat and open it to what's called LAN. So creative mode, that's the creative mode is when you can you have access to all the blocks, you can just build, nothing hurts you, you can type in commands, but we don't want to play on that one. But that is one, if that's something that you would prefer to play on. But this is a survival guide, so we're going to do survival. But I'm going to do hard mode so that I can cure zombified villagers. On the last one, I didn't do that. I regretted that, so I'm going to do that. And allow commands, I am going to turn this on in case later on I want to show how to use command blocks and things like that. Since this is just a tutorial, I have nothing really to prove here. And we are going to name this world. How about Silly's Survival Series? I gotta make sure I can find a Silly Survival. Oh, it's all S's. Silly Survival Series. I kind of like that. We got all S's there. Okay, and then I want to show you some other things that you can do. One thing I suggest that you do if you've never played before is come over to this More button and go to Game Rules. And when you click this, you can change a lot of rules in the game. What I suggest you change is this one here, where you can keep your inventory if you die. One of the most stressful things about the game, if you're just starting, is when you die, you lose all your stuff. This allows you to practice the game, but you don't experience a lot of loss and setback that could cause you to quit. So when I started playing, I played with that. Now you can abuse it in game as well. Like if you want to go back to base or back to spawn, you can just die and go back. And it is kind of like, some people could say it's cheating, but remember, Minecraft has these for a reason. You make the game what you want it to be, but when you start out, it's kind of nice to have the keep inventory on. It makes you braver in exploring caves and things like that. So I'm not going to do it because now I enjoy and appreciate the challenge. And but you know, you can turn off a lot of things here that if it's ruining your game, it's not worth leaving it on. But that's usually the only one I turn off. But you can see there's drops, there's world updates, there's all kinds of things you can change from chat, miscellaneous things. So, but I'm done here. I'm not going to change anything. I'm playing it exactly as you would find it. And now for the world, we do have a world seed. And I'm going to type it in. I started the original one with no world seed and got this world, but unfortunately my mic was not working. So I'm going to type in the world seed. It said negative. Now I don't know if it's negative or that just follows the number. So if it doesn't let me have it, then I've never actually generated a world seed because I love the randomness. I love not knowing what I'm going to get. That to me is part of the fun. That's one of my favorite parts of the game, is not knowing what I'm going to get when I generate a world. but since I lost this one, it kind of made me mad. So here we go. We're going to come into the world. And I get to start all over, which is fine. We'll start all over. Okay. And this is why I loved it, is because I'm by an ocean. I love to be by an ocean, and because I love to put my farms and XP farms and things out onto the water. And so I wanted to show you that strategy. And so it's slowly building in my world, and we've got a variety of things here. We've got ocean, and it looks like it's leading into warm ocean, and you can hit F3, and that will show you your X, Y, and Z coordinates, what world you're in. This is very, very helpful for finding your way back and things like that. And you just hit F3 again to make it go off. And now we need to punch a tree. Look, that's already, and this is leaf litter, by the way. This is new to the game, to this version, and it actually can be used as a fuel source. So we could even gather some of that to cook some food. But let's just appreciate for a moment the falling leaves. This is all new. The forest is so pretty. And let's punch a tree. This is very important. You need wood to make the crafting table, and you need wood for to make your torches, and you can use wood to create charcoal to make the torches. If we don't get any sheep and find beds, we need to be able to mine all night. And so my method of beginning, of course, is I come get some wood, and you're going to take your little logs and you're going to put them in here, and you're going to turn them into oak planks. Okay? And to do it that fast, I used Shift. I'll show you what happens. Here, I'll take one. Here. You can put it in here, and you can just click and pull it out, or you can do Shift and click, and it will do all of them at one time. Okay, so now we've only got 4 little boxes here. We can only make anything that would have just 4 little ingredients, but for a bigger book, recipe book, we're going to click this green box. And now we can see all the different things we can make right now with what is in our inventory. And so we have some sticks, but I think what we're going to do is we are going to make a crafting table. So these are the things you could make over here, but we want this crafting table. And for it, you can just click on it, or you could just, if you already knew the recipe, you can put 4 in there. And we're going to make a crafting table. Now, the same thing is true for the crafting table. You could put it down. Ooh, an apple. I'm like, squirrel, right? Now, when you click on it, like this, it would be like this. Now, when you click on that, you have your whole big crafting book, because now we have more squares. So now we can make more things. And the first thing I make is a pickaxe, because what we're going to do is we're going to go get some cobblestone, because cobblestone tools are way better. So I usually don't make all the rest of these. I might sometimes make an axe, but it's very, very quick to go get some cobblestone. You can look around. I can see something over. Oh, that's a tree. But I see something over here. Let's go over here. There's even something here. So yeah, I guess that leads to the same cave, or there's some coal there. So let's go ahead and take our pickaxe now, and let's go ahead and get us some stone. This gives us achievement Stone Age. And we've reached Stone Age now. We've already progressed from the wooden tools, which is really cool. This is gravel, and you can use a pickaxe on it, but it just takes a long time, a lot longer. I'm supposed to use a shovel on it. This Minecraft does have tool-specific, like, things you're supposed to do. Ooh, there could be monsters in there. Let's grab some coal, just for fun. And I think we'll go back. We're going to grab a little bit more stone. At this stage, you're very vulnerable. If there was a skeleton in there and it came out and shot at me, I would die pretty quick. Or if a creeper would come out and explode, you'd be dead instantly. So you have to be careful and wary of caves. And that's why later on Gamma is nice, because you can actually see in there. It makes the dark be light. And, maybe some people would consider that cheating, but that is, up to you how you play the game. For making videos, it's nice that the people watching you can see what, they can see what you're doing. So now I'm going to make a furnace, but I'm also going to just make a pickaxe, but I'm going to make a stone one now. Oops, I can see the problem here. You see the problem? I don't have any sticks. Let's make a few more sticks, and let's make a pickaxe, and let's make a sword, just in case we meet some unfriendly things. And let's also, I think at this point, I would like a regular axe, because I want to make sure if I've got it burying for the night, I've got enough wood, and I'm going to prioritize my wood. Now, an axe is much faster on the trees, so let's chop the rest of this tree. We don't want to have some ugly forests around us, do we? I always try to finish my trees off and don't let them just, it's kind of an abomination to see half-chopped trees. At least for me it is. I like to at least finish my tree chopping. And we're going to be focusing on getting some coal and getting a little bit more for our survival. Now, I want you to notice something here about the sun. That's how you can tell. See how it's straight up? That's the middle of your day. And each day is 10 minutes and a night is 10 minutes. At night, zombies and critters come out at night, which is kind of scary. They can overwhelm you pretty quick when you don't have any gear. So you do want to try to get in for the night. You can do that two ways. You can build a simple shelter and do it that way, but then you're stuck because you don't have a bed, and you're stuck and you have to mine. So your options for making the first day is to either go wandering, try to find some sheep, make a bed, and avoid the night, or simply plan to go through the night by mining and getting resources. If you don't sleep for, I think it's 5 nights, then a monster comes out, and that is a phantom. And they can kill you pretty quick. It doesn't take too many hits if you don't have any armor. I'm going to use that for fuel. We probably ought to find a source of food as well. Now, a great source of food is fishing. So you can set up where you stay up at night and let the thing spawn and get some string from spiders in the morning. You can go out and get you some string. And I think I could probably easily find sheep up there, but I think just for this video and for purpose of teaching you how to survive, I'm going to show you what I do. I do not bother. Let's say I couldn't find sheep. This is what I would do. I do not bother trying to build a fancy little structure. And the reason why I don't bother is because you're not going to use it. You'll either run to another place to live, like it won't be where you want to live, or you'll find yourself just being stuck in this little house all night and going, which is fine. You can go get a snack and wait 10 minutes or something. But for me, what I think I'm going to do and what I usually do is I am going to mine and just go into the side of the hill for the night. And so what we're going to do, we can even adventure a little bit. If you can't get in and let's say you die and you find yourself back at spawn, the best thing you can do is to head out onto the water. If you've got an ocean near you, you're way safer out on water than you are on land. You have basically one seriously dangerous mob in the ocean, which is the guy with the trident. But on the land, you've got creepers, skeletons, zombies, and spiders, witches. You can be outnumbered and overwhelmed pretty quick. So I can see the sun is going down there. Okay, so I'm going to place some torches around. And when you put torches around, nothing can spawn within 8 blocks or so of that torch. So you can just light up your area pretty good like that. And I could literally almost just stand here. I might have some things coming in. So now I can decide to either block this whole thing or just go in for the night. And I'm going to grab a little bit more of this coal because it's so handy. It's right here. And do be careful mining above your head. You can have lava come down on you. You're better off to mine at a little bit of an angle. So we are going to survive our first night here, and we're going to attempt to survive it anyway. So what you can do is you just go into like a cliff, the side of you can dig into the side of a hill anywhere. And we're going to mine for the night and see if we can't get ourselves some iron on the first night. Why not? And so let's say I don't want to worry about something following me in here. I can just take some wood. It doesn't have to be a door or anything. And I can just block this up like that. Now nothing's going to come in. As long as I keep this well lit in here, we're all good. And so now I've got enough for some sticks. I've got some coal. I've even got some fuel for a furnace. I don't have anything to cook, but it's fine the first night. I don't have to have food the first night. I'm not running. If you speed run, run fast, it will deplete your really quick and make you hungry really fast. But if all you're going to do is mine your first night away, you're fine not having any food whatsoever. Man, I used to panic. I'd get on there, my first game, first time I ever played, I played on an Xbox 360 and you know, it had a very small map and you had to, like I had to restart the game so many times to have something interesting to do. But I can remember that the first night I was like fear struck. I had really had to struggle just to get in and not die. And so now it seems so funny that, you know, it just shows how in anything you spend time, you practice, you're going to get better at it. So now I'm just mining down a little bit. I'm going to get me some materials and make some torches. I might even make a place here to put some of my resources. I might come up here and I mean, we could even stay closer to the surface, have built a house so we would have strings for in the morning and do get some fishing and things. That's another strategy you can use on your first day. But I'm just going to mine. I like mining. After all, it is Minecraft, right? So most of your good resources, you're going to get mining or chopping. It's going to be either wood or in the ground. And we're going to just make some more torches here. And we don't want anything spawning on us. And to look out, we can always just chop a block and peek out. Hey, is anything out there? Nothing yet. And I can even leave that open. I'm going to be down there. But I think I want to put my crafting table here. Go ahead and do that. And I just want to make a chest. So if I get overwhelmed, I can just put my stuff in the chest, the things I don't really need on me, so I can carry back lots of loot. I guess that apple is my only food right now. We'll keep that on me. And yeah, we can look out and see the stars and stuff. But I do want to show you that, see, by putting the torches out, we're not being overrun with mobs. It's not really scary at all. We just don't want them to walk up on us behind us while we're mining. And so I'm going to go mine a little bit and we're going to see if we can, I should have made another pickaxe. Jumping these stairs like this will lower your hunger bar. So we could even make stairs if we want to later on. Oops, guess what? I used all my sticks. Silly me. Silly chicken. You silly chicken. I'm going to make a few of these. I think I'll do about maybe 3 of them and see how far that gets me. So this is a great time just to mine away and look for some iron, grab some coal, have some extra cobblestone. And yeah, this is a great way. Now I could have went and found sheep and I could have, another great strategy if you really want to move fast in the game is to run to the top of a hill and look and see if you can see a village because they're a lot more plentiful now than they used to be. So on the top of a hill, a lot of times right away you can find a village, be at a village, have a bed, and be ahead of the game, just like that. Really cool. But I wanted to show you what to do if you didn't find a sheep and you didn't have that for the night. You're just going to dig in, keep your space well lit, and mine for the night. And look what we found. We found some iron. And when you're mining, if you see, like with coal, you see that little green dot float off, that's called XP. And it's very important in the game XP. It's how you can do enchantments. It's how you get your tools mended later on when you get them. So we're gathering some different materials. Here's some, I believe it's called diorite. Some of the names, I may not pronounce them right, but this is actually, a lot of people hate this block. It's actually one of my favorites because it makes a beautiful white ceiling. I really like to contrast it with other blocks, darker blocks. So I actually use it a lot. I don't know why I'm gathering it now. It's not like I'm building. I'd be better off trying to find more iron. Okay, so let's go see if it's morning yet. I don't have a clock. You can build a clock. Don't have one yet. Oh, I'm just so impatient for the morning. And here we're going to make a furnace. To make a furnace, you just put cobblestone, and there's other stones that work as well, into this big circle. I know black stone will work for it. Deep slate will work for it. And now we're going to put that down. And I'm going to go ahead. I've got some coal here. But I want to save that for torches, because in order to make torches, I would have to... oops, what am I doing? I would have to... Chicken's brain doesn't do more than one thing at a time sometimes. Chickens are silly. Okay, so now we are going to smelt our iron, because right now it's raw, and you put it up on top, and I'm going to just use oak planks to smelt it and save my coal, unless I find a lot of coal, because I need the coal for the torches. You can make charcoal, but I'm like, I just as well use the wood for that than make the charcoal, then cook it again. It's like double loss there. Let's go this way so I don't dig up the entire diorite thing. And we'll just go this way, and I will see if I can find me some more iron while we're waiting for morning. If I don't, it's fine. I got enough for a shield. A shield can be an amazing asset. If you practice holding it up, you can actually have a creeper explode right in front of your face and survive it. It's like making you the super powerful, all-powerful creature if you use it in time. Okay, well here we've got some of this block, which this one is granite and this one's diorite. So, but no more iron. We're gonna, so we're gonna just keep looking. We might find some. Ooh, uh-oh. This is very dangerous. How cool is that? We get shot just for looking. I think we'll block that up. We're not ready for that kind of adventure. Perhaps I shall go this way. We're not ready for a cave adventure yet. We're still in our underpants. Now I can dig this by hand. There are some blocks, if you try to dig them by hand, you get nothing. Like if I was to dig this one by hand, watch. Work and work and work and work and work and work and nothing. You got nothing. And your tools only have so much durability. So they do wear out, and different blocks do reduce the durability faster. I think we're probably getting close to morning. And that is how you survive your first day. So let's go up and see. I've got no more iron. A lot of times, if I'm where I want to live, I'll just go ahead and dig down and create my first deep mine. But we're just goofing here. Okay, let's go. And let's see if it's morning. Probably getting there. Oh, it's morning time. So let's grab our iron. And let's just grab we'll just grab the whole furnace. I can chop this and pick up everything, and we're gonna just leave this place and see what is out there. And it'll be fun later on, you know, if you stumble upon this, you're like, oh yeah, that's where I started. I actually kind of like leaving some things like that behind. Okay, so now this is where we spawned, over by a tree here somewhere. And you can do several fun things at your spawn point. You can make a little fun, let's say, You can make something fun here to greet yourself when you die and come back. Some kind of little marker that it's spawned. That's a fun thing that you can do for your spawn point. We could even make a sign. And so you look in your menu and you can find this here. And this is a sign. Let's put a sign on it. It says, we'll just say, hello again. Hope your death was pleasant. There you go. Something nice to greet us when we die. And thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. And also, if you got some good out of it, let me know. Let me know if you've learned something or you appreciated it or there's something about it, or maybe you started a world. Maybe you used the seed generator and you're playing along with me. I'd love to hear how your world is going and to see if you do any of the things I do. And maybe, maybe I can get some good tips from you of some things that I could be doing. So thank you so much, guys, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.